Welcome, everyone. I always get a lot of questions about how the lights turn on and off and do what they do outside, and it's a very manual process with the help of this software called Xlights. It's a freeware version of software that's specifically made for controlling lights and setting them to music. It does require you kind of setting up all your lights outside. You do have to buy special programmable lights and hook them up to a controller. So I have two controllers, one kind of up on the roof and one on the base ground where certain props are connected. So you connect all those lights to it, exactly how many they're going to be, and you kind of set each of these things as a tree or a star or a snowflake, candy cane, etc. Kind of do all that initial setup. And then you can go ahead and sequence your actual individual songs. So you pull in a audio file, and then, you can pull in all of your props. So I have a bunch of different props, which again, the props are just a set of lights shaped to some type of prop. You can kind of group props together. So you create groups, etc. So you have your individual props, which most of mine are down here at the bottom. And then you have all these grouping of props, like here's all but the floods, here's all the canes left, all the canes right, here are all the snowflakes, all the floodlights, etc. And then you can see here, now you have each prop set up, you can set a particular prop to do something. So for this song here, for Winter Wonderland, at the very beginning, I have all these marked out beats that I created manually to kind of say, here's the beat of the song. And between the very opening and the first kind of beginning of the verse, the only thing I have here at the very beginning here is really this one effect on everything but the floodlights. So this one effect is a twinkle effect. There's a bunch of different effects you can select here. Also across the top, listing of all the effects. You can make an effect go across multiple lights or props, or you can make an effect just happen on a single prop. So this one I have it going on all but floods. I want these particular colors. You can decide how many of the lights should light up, what type of twinkle, etc. As you can see, if I play this, sleigh bells ring, are you listening? So then right at that beat here, that twinkle goes away, and if I scroll down here a little lower, you can see we have different stuff happening. So the arches start doing this dropping effect, which is a single strand effect from the middle, where we have kind of a dropping chase going down. The candy canes are doing are lighting on. This is an on or off effect. So I have the left candy cane 1 and the right candy cane 1. So the outer candy cane's going, then the middle ones, then the inner ones, then all of them. So you kind of see that here as it goes. Each beat. Outside, middle, inside, all of them. Outside, middle, all of them. So you can see kind of how each one had to drop a little effect in there to turn them on and on the beats. And then all these hashtags above are all the individual beats I've marked with the song, so that I can kind of try to keep things starting and stopping on or off the beat, or etc. Down here I have the snowflakes kind of blinking on the beat. You can see each snowflake comes on. The trees are doing this effect, which is called a garland effect. So it kind of goes up and grows along the light strings. The wreath is doing a spinning marquee effect. So marquee of a blue and white kind of spinning around in a circle. And so that's kind of, you have to do this throughout the whole song as we get to different parts. So like this one here, I'm having the floods do a multicolor butterfly effect, which kind of does this different color thing. And then here, up here on top, I have all the other props, everything but the floods, doing this snowflake effect, which makes it look like kind of snowflakes are like falling. So I'm only about halfway, or not even halfway, maybe a quarter way through the song, or a third of the way through the song. You can copy and paste, like for the different choruses or for the verses, I can kind of copy paste some of the all the pieces I've done and kind of paste them again so I don't have to rebuild the same parts I've already done. But again, still quite a manual process. It can take me multiple days, a few hours each day, kind of putting this together. I can just show you kind of one that I'd already finished. Looking back at the Frosty the Snowman, which I did last year. Again, you can see here is the whole song, all the different effects. Again, sometimes it's applying to a group of items, or sometimes I'm applying it to the individual item. So this is a very fast song here. Frosty the Snowman. So again, you can zoom in here and kind of see all those things happening at the very beginning. All the quick movements of the canes here. I had to do it like every little. Did I do it as a custom? I can't remember now. Yeah, each like individual little beat I had to mark out and then kind of put those pieces there. And to get that kind of quick. Frosty the Snowman. So all the bass notes there are happening with all the floods on the individual stairs. So it's fun. You can really spend many, many hours depending on how elaborate you want to make this. But that's just kind of a look at how to build the light show in Xlights. Thanks.